It is now precisely 7 o'clock.
Springbok Radio presents World News and Africa Survey.
Good morning. My name is Wynand de Tooy, and today is Wednesday morning, the 19th of November 2025. And I greet you here from the banks of the Orange River in the Northern Cape. South Africa is gone. South Africa is under threat from globalists, liberalists, Islam, power-drunk factions, gangsters, and a totally inept ANC government. The ANC is a party of promises, shows, window dressing, corruption, and failure, and in the past 30 years has done nothing to promote welfare for the citizens of this country or exercise any form of maintenance on existing structures. But the United States of America must decide if they want the Islamic, pro-Palestinian, anti-Israel government here at the southern tip of Africa. And if we look at the importance of the Cape Sea route during a situation of conflict, war, but even if the Suez Channel is being closed, South Africa ships around the southern tip is becoming more and more important. The United States will have to decide whether they choose to have a friend here on the southern tip of Africa. And that friend allows us with very few options, very limited options to have a friend. The current situation in South Africa asks for real intervention. It asks for capable governance. And none of the political parties in South Africa currently is or can be considered a friend of the United States. It's more private groups like ourselves, like Solidarity and AfriForum, Ernst Roots, and a few other that really sees the United States as a friend. So South Africa is full of the situation in South Africa is fully the result of liberals and globalist planning. We have seen over the years, here during the 80s and the 90s, how the world has put pressure on South Africa for a one man, one vote. We have heard so many betrayal stories, and there are so many examples of betrayal of our nation. People in the rest of the world choose to forget who was responsible for apartheid, who initiated apartheid in South Africa. It was none other than the British Empire. During the time of the Union of the Cape Colony, we have seen the rise of apartheid under British rule. But who is being blamed? We, the Afrikaner Boer, we are the people that are blamed. White South Africans are blamed for apartheid. But it was instituted by the British. And since then, there has been a lot of planning, discussions openly with black leaders in South Africa on what is the solution to the problem, as our cultures cannot live side by side. The solutions was to give each ethnic tribe their own land on which they can do what they want. Now we find apartheid, a reverse apartheid against the white minority of South Africa, but they refuse to give us a piece of land. If they want reverse apartheid, we gotta ask, where's our piece of land? It can be in the middle of the desert. Within 3 years, it will be more prosperous than the rest of South Africa. And that is a fact. So there's a lot of countries that must decide what they want. Because Britain and the globalists are experiencing now the same that we experienced 30 years ago. The influx of immigrants, illegal immigrants, that is threatening to erase countries like Britain, France, Germany, to erase the identity of the British nation. I've even overheard where the Irish Prime Minister was sworn in, and he wasn't sworn in on the name of Christ. He was sworn in the name of Allah. That shows us that the rest of the world are going to experience more and more what we are experiencing in South Africa since 30 years ago. So now with the changing geopolitical situation in the world, where we see an Eastern Bloc developing stronger than ever before, we see a fading Western Bloc of influence. We see more and more countries in Africa and all over the world turns toward BRICS and the opportunities that is there, and less people that's leaning over to the side of the West. The West must pick their friends carefully. As I have said earlier, that if the United States of America wants a friend here at the southern tip of Africa, they must choose very wisely. Because any neo-black government will be incapable of restoring what needs to be restored: law and order, infrastructure, the economy, build it, protect it, grow it. They will be incapable of that. Think and decide who or what you want to be your friend at the southern tip of Africa. Because that friend is not going to come out of the globalists. the liberals. No one like that. We need honesty. We need patriots, nationalists, people that is proud of our country and our ability to become once again a world force in a first world country. In 30 years, the ANC has destroyed it to a third world country. In the previous 30 years, where the Afrikaners ruled since 1961, they built it to a first world country. And thanks to the globalists, thanks to Britain, thanks to the Netherlands, thanks to Sweden, we have become this model on the southern tip of Africa. My message today is decide well, because opportunity is not always going to be in your favor. Enjoy this morning your condensed milk coffee, and I'll be back with you next Wednesday with my next English edition, which is earmarked especially for the rest of the world. Stay well.